Meteorologist Serena Arnold here. We have rain and snow moving in tonight here, Saturday, March 9th into Sunday, March 10th. Let me give you the rundown. There's a lot of different watches and warnings throughout the northeastern United States. We have winter storm and flood watches all through New Hampshire and Maine. Through Vermont and upstate New York, there are winter storm watches and warnings. And there's this big swath of beige that goes up to western Massachusetts as well, which are high wind advisories. So the headline for this storm is that this low pressure is moving in. It's bringing rain and snow tonight and overnight, as well as there's coastal flooding concerns and possibly high winds. We'll talk about snow forecast totals here in just a second, but if you're concerned about flooding, they're saying that these high rainfall rates may lead to river flooding and flash flooding, plus the high storm tides on Sunday may interact with fresh water exiting out of estuaries, aggravating the flooding in some locations. Highest rainfall rates for the New Hampshire, Maine area, 6Z to 15Z, which is 2 a.m. to 11 a.m. Here's the snowfall forecast for Caribou, Maine office locations. Snowfall totals for the Gray, Maine area. Upstate New York and Vermont. Those red areas, by the way, are 24 inches plus. Not a southern New England event, but here's the details. We start to see some snow enter southern Vermont and western Mass at 21Z, which is about 4 p.m., so somewhere in that hour. The snow then starts in southwestern Vermont at 23Z, which is about the 6 p.m. hour. If you're still up at 1 or 2 a.m. or you happen to be awake and look outside, in a lot of locations you'll be like, oh wow, it snowed. So here we are 7Z 2 a.m. and we are starting to see that transition over through western Mass and through southern New Hampshire and the coast of Maine. By 13Z or 9 a.m. we're starting to see clearing in southern Vermont and southern New Hampshire. 16Z, which will actually be noon tomorrow. Tomorrow it's -4 hours, not -5. We're going to see a lot more clearing. High winds are a concern with the storm in higher elevations. Anywhere that you see yellow, gusts could potentially reach 60 miles an hour. National Weather Service doesn't think that's going to really come to fruition. They think that's a little too high. They're talking 25 to 35 mile an hour gusts, with gusts as high up into the 50s. As for the flooding and especially coastal flooding concerns, don't forget you can go to water.weather.gov, click on river forecasts, and it will show you the forecasts. Red are areas that they expect rivers to reach moderate flood stage, and orange is minor. Remember, you can click or hover over any of these and it will give you a forecast graph telling you exactly when it thinks that's going to happen and by how much. The last thing worth mentioning with this storm, or my last concern, is snowfall totals for southern New Hampshire, especially southwestern New Hampshire. We know the storm's going to give more snow at higher elevations, and it looks like that snow hangs on a while, according to the HRRR forecast model, for a while, and we don't have a big period of rain. So just watch this area here real quickly. That snow really hangs on for a long time, and we get just a tiny bit of rain at the end. It's going to be a very tight gradient between no snow and, oh my gosh, we got snow. So it'll be interesting to see where that sets up. That's all I got. Also got a YouTube channel now. Check it out.